going to be doing about a 30-minute workout with a little bit of a stretch at the end, which is obviously optional, but I do encourage it because we're going to be sweating a lot. We want to be able to wind down our nervous system so we really get the full benefits of the entire class. And just like it's so important to put our nervous system under that stress at times so that we can challenge ourselves, it's also so important to soothe our nervous system toward the end so that we can really absorb the benefits of our practice. So let's get started. I'm going to demonstrate everything first, and then you can join in the workout. We're going to be doing 4 rounds, 6 exercises, 45 seconds on each. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, let's get started. So like I said, I have these 2 glidey disc things. You can use 2 tea towels, you can put a pair of socks on, and if you're on a carpet, you can use 2 magazines. But if you have none of those things, or if you don't have access to any of those things, then don't feel like you can't do today's workout, you can still do it. So I'm going to demonstrate like I always do. If you haven't joined these workouts before, basically I'm going to demonstrate each exercise and then we're going to start the workout. We do each exercise for 45 seconds and we do each exercise back to back and then we repeat the entire sequence 4 times. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but I promise you, you'll be schwitzen. Okay, so the first one is a bear crawl. So like I said, if you don't have your gliders, don't worry, you don't need them. But if you do have gliders, you're going to place your feet on the gliders. You'll come into a tabletop position, and we're going to slide forward using our hands. So obviously, if you don't have the gliders, you'll simply just walk forward with the feet. And then you reverse all the way back. Keep that rounding in your spine. Keep your navel hugging in. Going forward is way harder than going back. So we'll be playing around with that. The next one, our favorite, jumping lunges. So you might want to either wear shoes for this one or just come onto a mat. Or if jumping lunges is not an option for you, what we'll do is just step back, alternating between lunge. Otherwise, we're taking little hops between each one. And now I'm regretting doing that run before class. So jumping lunges. Next one is, so a bridge hamstring glide. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down into a bridge shape position. You'll bring your heels onto the gliders. So you'll see here the way my heels aren't going to be directly underneath my knees. They're going to be slightly out in front, so it's a little bit different. We'll lift our hips all the way up, and we'll hold it here. Easier option is to extend one leg, drive it in, extend the other leg, drive it in, and then maybe you alternate with both legs, drive it in. So either if you're feeling you want to alternate between both, you can, or if you want to be super badass, you can just stick to the double gliding out, okay? Try not to draw the heels all the way in. You want the heels to stop just in front of the knees, keeping those hips lifted. If you don't have the gliders, simply lift the hips, walk the heels out, and walk the heels back in. It is really still really challenging, so don't worry. You're not getting an easier option or anything without the gliders. And the 4th one is sumo squat to stand. So we're going to come into a sumo squat. We'll bring, again, your heels onto the gliders. We're going to start with the heels together and the toes pointing out. And we're going to slide out into that sumo squat and then slide back in. Slide out into a sumo squat and slide back in. And then we'll alternate between both. So you're going to slide out and slide in, right and left, okay? And you'll get nice and low through the hips, and it's that driving in of the heel that's going to really activate into our glutes. And the next one, a forearm pike to jack. So I'm going to demonstrate this way, but you're probably going to have to bring some cushion underneath the elbow. So what you're going to do is come into a forearm plank. So toes are on the gliders or the T-tails. You come onto the elbows, a nice strong plank grounding through your spine. We're going to plank all the way up, tuck the chin toward the chest, slide it back, and then jackknife with the legs. You're going to slide the legs out and then bring them back together, okay? So we'll do that Again, you can do that without the gliders. You walk the toes in, pike the hips, and then step the feet out or hop the feet out into that jump. And then the last exercise is the shuffle. So if you have your gliders, again, you're gonna shuffle. So like you're running, we're gonna try and come over to the right and then over to the left. This is hilarious. Okay, great. I'm so glad I have this on camera as well, so that you can rewatch on YouTube and laugh at me doing it. Okay, so we're gonna get started. First one, I'm gonna bring this up here. So I have my timer. Okay, so when we're ready, we're gonna be getting started with those bear crawls. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my timer on. So 45 seconds. You're going to either do this on your gliders or you can simply walk back. When you're ready, get into that tabletop and start to slide back. So you're going to need a little bit of space here. Hopefully you have that in your room. Don't worry if you don't. Again, you can just slide a little bit forward, a little bit back. So find a kind of a lengthways position that's about as long as the yoga mat. And hopefully you have that space and hopefully you'll be able to move forward and back a little bit more. Continue, keep those knees hovering just above the mat or above the floor. Another 10 seconds. Nice and slow, controlled. Going forward is getting into those quads and take a break. Well done. Okay, we're going to come straight into our jumping lunges. So remember, if you have bad knees or jumping lunges are way too torturous for you today, don't worry. We'll just step back into lunge. So you can either alternate, we'll begin now, or do your jumping lunges. So little hops. Try to breathe. Knit the rib cage in and stay steady in the breath. You can bring the arms into it if you want. If you need to take a break like me and then come into your alternate lunge, you can. Continue for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take a break. It's about 10 seconds break between each exercise. Next is our bridge hamstring glides. So set yourself up in a bridge. You're going to bring your heels either just in front of your knees to the gliders or to the mat. We're going to lower down onto our back, lift your hips, and then slide either both legs out or one at a time. So you'll notice how damn hard these are. So you might start with that double glide, and then you might just alternate between both and single legs. If you don't have the gliders, simply walk one heel out, followed by the other, and then walk them back in. Try to keep those heels just in front of the knees, rather than underneath the knees. Well done, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, next one is our sumo squat to stand. So I want you to bring your toes to the gliders. Bring your heels nice and close in together. Okay, so we're bringing the toes out like a dancer. And we're going to slide out to the right. Bring your hands behind your head and then slide back in. Left toes out, sit down, and then drive it back in, heels touch. Slide out to the right. So this can be just a step out to the right and then step back in. We're sliding with control. Keep going. Try to get as low as you can. Try to keep steady in the breath. Try to keep that rib cage knitting in. Feeling into the outer glutes. For 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, next one. Sorry, I don't have my glasses, so I'm really having to squint. Okay, we're going to come into our jacks. and our pikes. So remember, you don't need the gliders. Modify without the gliders if you need to. We're all going to come into that forearm plank. Come for a little bit here. So coming into that forearm plank, you might need to bring your elbows onto the mat. So I'm actually going to bring my elbows onto the mat. So I won't be facing you. Come into your forearm plank, pike your hips, tuck your chin, and then slide it back out. Legs out wide, legs together. Push down through the elbows, pike the hips, slide it in. Chest forward, and that wide jack. Keep going. Tuck to pike, slide it out, slide the feet out, slide them back in. Keep going. So remember, if the sliders or the gliders are too much, feel free to simply walk the feet in into your pike and then hop the feet out into that jack and hop them back in, which is still super challenging. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, last one is our lateral shuffle. So hopefully I can do this with a little bit more grace this time. So we're going to start to run. Don't worry if the lateral is too much. You can simply stay in the one place. Let's see if we can go left or right. And again, if you don't want to do it with the gliders, you can shuffle without the gliders as well. Keep going. Get those arms into it. Keep going. Another 6 seconds. Gliding laterally, left to right. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay. We're going to take a 45-second break between rounds. So grab some water. Well done. Whew. I feel all the hard ones are at the beginning, which is kind of nice. You get that bear crawl and jumping lunge out of the way at the beginning, which are definitely my least favorite. Okay, so we have another 15 seconds break. Another 10 seconds. So set yourself up into that bear crawl position. Get your feet onto the gliders. Again, if you don't have the gliders, just walking forward and back. When you're ready, set yourself up. We're going to start and go. So trying to keep those knees hovering just above the mat. Try to keep your rib cage hugging up and in. Try to keep your hips as stable as possible. So try not to swing through the hips. Try to find that full extension through the arms. Keep going, 15 more seconds. Keep going, breathe deeply for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, next one is the jumping lunge. So coming onto your mat for a little bit of cushion underneath the toes, and we'll start. So let's see if we can all start with the jumping, and then once we feel like we've burnt out those legs, you can come into your reverse alternate lunge. Let's try and even get half of it jumping. Okay, so that's halfway. If you want to switch out to the alternate, leave out the jumping. 15 more seconds. Keep going, you can do it. If you're still jumping, you're stronger than I am. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Well done, everyone. Okay, so we're going to come into that bridge. Again, remember, heels to the gliders. Okay, come down onto the back. You can alternate or do double leg. And we're going to start. So lift the hips. Walk the shoulder blades in a little bit. Maybe you're doing it one leg at a time. Maybe you're doing double. This should feel insanely intense in your hamstrings and in your glutes. Well done. 20 more seconds. Keep going. Remember, if you don't have the gliders, you simply walk the heels out to your maximum length. Trying to keep that tailbone tucking. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Well done. Okay, we're coming into that sumo to stand. So set up your toes onto the gliders or onto your tea towels. Heels together. Hands behind the head. We're going to slide out into sumo squat and slide back in. Alternate. Slide out and dip down and glide it back in. Keep going. Remember, you can do this again without the gliders. Try not to worry too much about if you don't have access to the gliders. You're still getting an amazing workout. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Release. Okay, we're coming into our pikes. So getting on those forearms. Okay. Okay, so when you're ready, get onto the forearms. You either walk the toes in as you lift your hips, walk it back out or slide it back out, and then either slide it out and throw it back in together, or hop it out and hop it back in together. Each time you come back into that forearm plank, I want navel strong towards your lower back. I want your glutes active, I want your chest extending forward, and almost like a doming in your upper back. So feel that space between the shoulder blades, drive down to the elbows and the forearms. Keep going. You have 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come into our shuffle. Give you some entertainment as you watch me. Okay. Okay, the trick is to keep the shuffle nice and small. Whew. Laterally moving left to right. Remember, you can do this just shuffling without the gliders. Keep going. Okay, we've got another 12 seconds. Keep going. It's going to take a lot of focus more than anything. Trying to keep my balance. Okay, well done. Whew. Mindful moving at its best. Okay, well done. That means we're halfway. Okay, well done. So, we only have 2 more rounds. You've done half your workout. You're feeling amazing. You're doing amazing. Okay, so you have another 15 seconds. We're going to set up for our bear crawl. So either your tea towels or your gliders. When we're ready, set yourself up. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So either forward or back first. Just moving nice and slow and controlled. Try to keep those knees hovering. Try to keep that stability in the hips and the pelvis by drawing the lower belly all the way up and in. Coming forward is bloody hard. use a lot of your core strength. We have 15 more seconds. After this round of these bear curls, we only have to do it one more time. Which basically means we're done. Okay, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, okay. Well done. We're going to come into our jumping lunge or alternate lunge. Get onto your mat. When you're ready, we're going to get started. Let's try to hop at least for half of the time. Try to get your breath under control. Slow down the breath. You can even slow down the movement a little bit. Okay, you're almost. Okay, now you're halfway. So if you want to switch it out to just your regular alternate lunge, we have 10 more seconds. Keep going. Well done. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing, everyone. Well done. Okay, we're coming into our glute slides. So, getting up into your bridge, bring your heels to the gliders or your T-toes, whatever it is that you have. And we're going to get started. Lift the hips. Glide either both or one, then the other. Slide it in, hug in. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. So alternating either one at a time. You can also just slide one out and then draw it back in, and then slide the other one and draw it back in. So there's loads of modifications to this. If you want to do double, you can do double. Keep your core strong, driving down through the backs of your arms. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Amazing. Okay, our sumo to goddess, or our standing to sumo. Okay, when you're ready, bring the toes to the gliders. You're going to slide out, hands behind the head, and slide it back in. Slide it out, get nice and low, slide it back in. So toes pointing out, engage into your glutes. Well done, keep going. So you should really feel this, not only in the outer glutes, but hopefully we'll feel a little bit in the inner thighs as well. Ten more seconds. I like this one. It's a little easier. Okay, and stop. Well done. Okay, next one. Bloody forearm plank. Okay, so you're going to come onto into that forearm plank. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to come into that forearm plank and you're going to begin your pikes. So either sliding in, lifting the hips, sliding it out, and then jack. Or like before without the gliders, you can simply walk in and then hop out. If either one is too much for you, please do feel free to leave one of them out. So if you just want to do the jacks, or if you just want to do the pikes, please do feel free to modify. Keep going. 10 more seconds, less than 10. 3, 2, 1. Holy moly, drop your knees. Well done, we have our glider shuffle. Okay, last exercise, shuffles, and we'll start. So you can do this obviously without the gliders, with the gliders, whatever feels best for you. Keep going. You're almost halfway there. Try to get those arms into it so we're really feeling a little bit of a twist. We're using our obliques. We're strong in our core. And getting that heart rate up. Continue for another 15 seconds, guys. You got this. Well done. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Another round done. Taking that well-deserved break. And we only have 1 round left. It's going so fast. Well done, everyone. Okay, so just catch your breath. Breathe softly in and out through the nose. Slow it down. Okay. And we're going to get started again. So when you're ready, I'd like you to set up in your bear crawl or in your tabletop, and we'll do our bear crawl first. So last round, we've got this, everyone. Well done. Okay, so when you're ready, you can begin. Either sliding back or forward, depending on where you started in the space that you're in. If you want to make it harder for yourself, try to go a little bit faster on the way back so that we can get more going forward, which are slightly harder. So fast on the way back, trying to be mindful as we go forward, so just be really careful that you're engaging the core, that you're doming into the upper back, you're keeping those hips square for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lunge. Okay, so last time we're doing this horrific jumping lunge. Okay, so remember, we'll try all together to get to halfway. I'll let you know when it's halfway, and then you can have the option of coming into your alternate lunge. But obviously, if the jumping lunge is too much, do leave it out. Listen to your body, there's no pressure. Sweat is literally dripping off my body. Okay, and you are halfway. If you want to do your alternate lunge, okay, you have 15 seconds left. I'm going to switch to the alternate lunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, hamstring curls. These are amazing for if you don't have access to a gym. I actually often do these in the gym anyway, even if I do have access to a hamstring curl machine, because I feel they get way more into the hamstring. Okay, so when you're ready, set yourself up, drive down through the shoulders, lift your hips, and start. So again, you can do 1 at a time. You can extend 1 at a time. Take your option. And 1. Well done. Okay, we're going to come into our goddess stance, or heels together first, toes out. Okay, hands behind the head, and come out into your sumo. Sit down, drive it back in with control. Nice and slow on the way out. So I'm going to try and get as much activation, clicking in the hips. Try to keep those toes pointing out. Engaging into those outer hips. Really bringing the weight into that left heel as you drive the opposite toe in. So when you're sliding the foot in, try to make it nice and light. For 3, 2, last one, and bring it all the way back in. Well done. Okay, what's next? Forearm. Okay, so we're coming into our forearm pikes. When you're ready, I'm just going to move this back a little bit. When you're ready, you're going to set yourself up into that forearm plank and get started. Okay, so you're going to plank, back out to plank, and your jack. If you don't have the mobility to tuck the chin toward the chest, don't worry. You can keep the gaze between the elbows or between the forearms. It just makes it a little bit difficult to get the hips as high and the toes as in or as close. Okay, well done. This is the last time we're doing this. You have 10 seconds. Now, 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly. Okay. To finish, we're doing our shuffles. So you can do this with the gliders or with that. When you're ready, let's begin. Okay, you're almost halfway, or you are halfway, 20 more seconds. Okay, nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everyone. You just finished your Friday workout. Grab some water. Amazing effort, everyone. Well done. So, I'm going to put them to the side. Let's finish with some stretching. So I'd like you to come onto all fours. And we're going to just circle our body around our wrist. Just start to feel the weight of your body shifting around the wrist joint, trying to slow down into the breath. And then maybe just bring the fingers to point toward the outer edge of your mat. Again, keeping in that circular motion. Reverse the direction of the circle, opposite way. Slow down the breath. Okay, bring the fingers to point back toward the knees. If it's not too much for the wrists, you can hold it here. If you bring a little bit more weight back towards your heels, you'll feel that deeper stretch in the forearms. So just either you sway forward and back a little bit, or you hold the stretch. Breathe for 3, hold for 2, and release. Bring the fingers to point forward. I'd like you to inhale, extend your right arm to the sky. Twisting through the spine, exhale, thread the right arm underneath. Bring your right shoulder to the mat, bring your right ear to the mat. And just enjoying that nice space in the back of the right shoulder. Gently push down into the left fingers in front of your face to spiral your heart a little bit more open toward the left. If you have another modification, if you want to bring your left arm behind your back as well, you can do that. Breathe for 3, hold for 2, and 1. Slowly release the left hand down. Tabletop position. Inhale, extend the left arm to the sky. Exhale to thread left arm underneath. Well done. So bring the left ear, the left shoulder to the mat. Again, I want you to gently push down into your right fingers. Just spiral your heart a little bit more toward the right. Full deep inhales, full deep exhales. And again, if you want, you can bring the right arm behind the back. If it feels good for you. Full inhales, full exhales. And then slowly release right hand down. Well done. Come all the way back up into your tabletop position. And we're going to step our right foot to the outside of the right hand, just coming into this lunge position. Left hand underneath left shoulder. We're going to lift the right arm to the sky. Inhale. If you can, pick up the left foot and reach back for the left foot with your right hand. So not only getting a twist here, but getting that really nice deep quad stretch as well. Don't worry if you can't reach the foot. Simply by being in this lunge, you're bringing that space into the left hip flexor. Maybe you want to allow your left ear just to sink toward the left shoulder, and maybe you kick back into that right hand with the left foot to find that nice neck stretch. Breathe for 3, hold for 2, and 1. Release the foot. Well done. You're going to bring both hands down. We'll do the same on the opposite side. So you're going to step the left foot forward, wider of the left hand into that lizard lunge. Left toes points forward. Lift your left arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, maybe picking up the right foot and reaching back with the left hand. Allow your hips to sink forward. Imagining that right quad sinking down toward the mat. And then if you want that neck stretch, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder and just gently kick back into the left hand. And then slowly release the foot. Bring both hands to the mat. Step it back onto your knees. We're going to simply sit onto our shins. Or sit on the shins with your bum towards your heels. And I'd like you to bring your right arm up behind the back. And either bring your left hand to your right tricep and hug it across, or if you want to come into Gomukhasana, you bring Gomukhasana arms, you bring both hands behind the back and you bind. I want you to drive up through the right elbow. Doesn't matter if you don't have the bind, you can also hold on to a belt, a strap, or your t-shirt. So just allowing the spine to be long here, breathing space into your right tricep, lifting up through the crown of the head. Try not to allow the chin to collapse toward the chest. For 3, breathe for 2 and 1. Slowly release the arms. Well done. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So left arm up, maybe just reaching for the left elbow with the right hand and just guiding it across. Or if you have the mobility and the flexibility, you might bind the hands behind the back. Full deep inhale, full deep exhale. And then slowly release the arms. Well done. We're going to come down onto our back. Okay, so I'd like you to swing your legs out in front. Roll down onto your back. We're going to bring the knees in toward our chest. Keep the right knee in. Extend the left leg straight. Inhale, one tight here, just hug the right knee in. Exhale, twist, bring the knee all the way over to the left. Extend your right arm out wide, just allowing the space to travel across your lower back, into your belly. Just enjoying that nice, mindful twist. Try to stay focused on the breath. Feel the energy that you have created in your body. And slowly bring it back in. We're going to switch it out. Bring the left knee in. Extend the right leg straight. Interlock the fingers to the front of the left knee. Pull it gently down as you inhale into your belly. Exhale, guide the knee across to the right. Left arm out wide. And again, just feeling into your body here. Releasing effort. And allow your focus to be on simply observing, to being aware of any thought that arises, of the rhythm of your breath, of any noises in your environment. And noticing again the energy that you've created in your body. Slowly bring it back into center. Well done. We're going to finish in our Shavasana. So just a minute long Shavasana. Bring your arms out wide. Bring your legs long. And sit in stillness. Allow the body to be completely heavy. Allow the breath just to naturally move in and out through your nose. Acknowledge the effort that you made in coming to your mat and being where you are Notice your urges to move or to adjust or to fix. See if you can challenge yourself. You have just challenged your body physically, mentally. Continue to embrace those little challenges that may not seem as obvious, but they're still there. Your mind's tendency to wander, it's a challenge. It's hard to challenge that tendency, but embrace that observation of each urge. And embrace the challenge to remain in stillness. Slowly start to bring some movement into the physical body. Start to deepen your breath. So start to allow the breath to travel in and out through the nose. And then take one full deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth and let it go. Slowly make your way over onto the right side of the body into a fetal position, pausing here. And make your way to a comfortable seat. Stack your shoulders over your hips, sit up tall through your spine. And just take a moment to acknowledge the effort of your practice today. To notice and observe any judgment you may place on it or any expectation. And come back to the stillness, to your energy, to the peace that you have within. By knowing that you did enough, by simply making it to your mat. I will close with a quote. Happiness is a habit. Cultivate it. Bring your hands to prayer at the heart. Connect with your breath, with yourself. Bow your chin toward your chest and honor your practice. And namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in to my channel. Stay in touch, stay tuned for more workouts, for more yoga classes, and I am wearing Sweaty Betty bicycle shorts and one of my favorite Aloe Yoga bras. I will link them in the description box below so that you can shop it there. If you're interested in joining us more permanently, we have new classes every day, new workouts every single week in our Sweaty Soul membership, so please do feel free to email me and we can chat about it there. Bye guys, have a great day.